Do you support repeal?
We have been focusing very, very specifically on the issues that we were talking about last year and even the year before, and we're going to continue to talk about, which is how do we make sure there's affordability in the system? How do we improve quality? There are specific elements of the legislation that we believe need to be improved and changed. Such as there's an unprecedented sales tax on small businesses and individuals. It's a healthcare sales tax that was put on in the legislation, and it's going to be funded by largely individuals purchasing on their own and small businesses because it's on insured plans, and that will increase the costs of coverage. People haven't focused on it. It's going to be a significant hit, and we need to address that. That moves in the wrong direction. The whole idea of health reform was to get everybody in, make sure that we're reducing costs and we're improving quality. There was a three-legged stool, if you will. We need to make sure that we're reducing costs. The bill has not done that, and we need to do more. And this is an example of something in the legislation that moves in the wrong direction. We've been talking about that for a while. We're going to continue to talk about it. And now more people are beginning to focus on it. And I think there'll be Democrats and Republicans focusing on that. And I think it's a good example of something that could see some bipartisan attention.
What provisions of the new law would you change?
Oh, thank you very much for the question. A couple of provisions. One, this is going to sound very wonky. I apologize, Peter, to you and to everybody else, but I'll do the Cliff Note version of this, but it'll be illustrative. In the legislation, there is a provision that talks about how the individuals who are older relative to people who are younger actually are charged. In the market today, 85% of the market, that ratio is anywhere from 5 to 7 to 1. And the reason is that individuals, just like life insurance and auto insurance, pay according to their risk. In the legislation, overnight, that ratio goes from 5 to 7 to 1 to 3 to 1. Now, for people who are at the older end of the age distribution, that's good news. They'll pay less. For anybody under 40, that's going to be an increase in costs. Obviously, it'll be the highest increase will be for people between 20 and 30, less between 30 and 40, but nonetheless, anybody under 40 will see an increase. So we're going to see dramatic intergenerational conflict at a time where we're supposed to be reducing costs, not increasing costs. There's a good example of something that really needs to be looked at in terms of this happening overnight and the economic consequences. Two, the issue of the healthcare sales tax. That's a very, very big issue and will be a very big issue for small business because when they focus on it, when they see it, and it doesn't happen until 14, but when they see it, they're going to wonder, why am I paying a sales tax on my health insurance? Individuals are going to wonder that too. It doesn't make sense because we're supposed to reduce costs, not increase costs. In terms of the essential benefit package, there's been a lot of discussion this week about essential benefits and what they should be. Individuals and small group have an essential benefit package that they have tried to reduce their premiums by relying on copays and deductibles to reduce their premiums. If the essential benefit package is so broadly structured that these individuals and small businesses are going to find that their current proposals are unaffordable and they have to buy up, that'll be yet a third leg of the stool in terms of cost increases.